Hey there, my sweet friends. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you are well. We do love the summer holidays here in this house, and mostly because we are fiercely patriotic, and the tech hubby has a birthday on the 4th of July. So we are made for the red, white, and blue here. And today we're going to create a really sweet patriotic folio. This time we don't have pockets, but we do have tip-ins, and we're going to use a printable from my shop. So this is the cover, and I think it is so sweet. I usually go a month or so without using a gnome in something, but they always drag me back in. I don't know how it is. I just think they're so sweet. So here's a super sturdy cover and lots of room inside for pictures and journaling. More of those patterns from Hobby Lobby. I shared that in a haul a couple of weeks ago. And then for each set of pages here, I do have a tip-in with another one of those images. And so there's so much room here for your pictures and journaling, and you will have so much fun documenting your summer holidays in this. I think this would also be a great gift, especially if you are celebrating away from your grandparents or someone who would enjoy getting some pictures and documentation of your family adventures. So if that sounds good to you, then stick around and we will make it together. In our previous holiday folio for Patriotic 4th of July, we did a more sweet and simple style, and so that was a little bit more frugal use of our supplies and our time. In this one, we are going to invest a little bit more time and resources and make a very sturdy base and cover. Now, this is a revisit and remake, and I was inspired by how many pages I was able to get into this folio, so there's plenty of room for your pictures and journaling. I will link the original inspiration at the top of the description, but I have not changed any of the measurements or any of the technique for assembling the base, and I will just cover them again because it's pretty easy, and my intention is for you to see how easy it is to change the look of these folios just by taking a basic base and then switching out your collection or your theme so that you get a completely different look. And so that is what we're going to do today. We're starting with 65 pound weight cardstock, and I have this cut to be 6 high by 10 1/4 wide, scored at 5 and also 5 1/4. And so this is going to be the space that we need for the amount of layers that we want to add. Now, I have already broken my first rule of video making and taken off too much tape, but I think we can get around that by switching out this order. So basically what I want to do is have 5 of these combined, alternating which side gets that extra amount of spine. And so we're going to wind up with an accordion. So I have this piece here, and then I also have the connecting piece, and you see I have added these little post-it notes, and that helps to keep me on track for which order I want to add these pieces in. And I am going to utilize my 2 glue combo for all these base pieces, and I have already added that double-sided adhesive. Let's lay in a little bit of our Tombow, and then I'll flip this over and adhere this so that the point of it goes right up into where that score line is. And I just want to make sure that this is lined up well and will fold properly. So get that attached. And now you can see I have 1/4 inch on this side and 1/4 inch on this side. And so that will make them alternating. Now I want to add this to the remaining pieces. And remember I mentioned that we have 5 total. And so I am just combining these with 3 that I've already put together. Don't forget your 2 glues for this. And the same process as the last one. I'm just laying that right up to my score line, making sure that everything stays even and straight along the way. So now we're going to have that alternating spine. So right, left, right, left, right. And so I want to flip this around so that this last section will be available to adhere down to our sturdy cover. So I've got that prepared here, and this is 110-pound cardstock, 6 high by 11 wide, scored at 5 and also 6. So you see now we've built in an entire inch of space here. And as before, we're gonna continue on with that 2 glue combo. And this time I'm going to line up my score lines right along the back there. Now you can see we'll have this nice cover, and then all of our accordion will fold out from there. I do want to add a layer of thickness around each of the front and back cover just for some extra stability. So I do have the 65-pound weight cardstock cut to be 6 high by 10 wide and scored at 5. This time continuing on with those 2 glues. I'm just going to set this right on the edge there, make sure that it is perfectly straight and even, and then wrap that around. Not only are you going to get that other 2 layers of paper, but it will give you a nice clean finished edge. So go ahead and remove the backing from your paper tape for this section, and then add your tombow. And then just flip that page right on over. You'll sandwich that cover right inside. So now you've got the front done, and you want to repeat that same process and cover the back as well. So we've got the base all set now. It will fold open, and then our accordion will fold out from there. We can finish all of these pages and then flip it over and then have 2 more sets of pages on the back side. So this is going to be the part where it's really fast and easy because these are all the same size. And so it will take only 1 set of measurements, and you can cut these and then adhere them all at one time. So kind of like a batch craft as you're working along. And so the first set of pages I have are shown together but not really connected, so I'm just going to cover them with our pattern paper. I did get this from Hobby Lobby. I shared that in my haul, and I did decide to put a layer of cardstock around it, and so not only does this make it a little bit more festive, but it adds another layer of thickness. So you're gonna wind up with this being quite chunky and sturdy and nice. So I'm just gonna add this first pattern right on here. The cardstock is going to measure 5 7/8 high by 4 7/8 wide. And the pattern paper is going to be 5 3/4 high by 4 3/4 wide. So that's going to be the same for all of these inside pages. It will help you to get things lined up and positioned if you fold your accordion out so that it can be flat on the surface. And so you're going to get a nice border of the base along with that colorful cardstock. So you can see how these 2 are shown together, but they're not really kind of related to each other. When we get on to the next sets of pages, they are going to have a tip in, and this is a perfect place to add your journaling that goes along with the pictures that you want to add. And so I'm just going to use that printable that I mentioned. This is the Patriotic Gnomes, and I've just added the same beautiful cardstock to these, and then I put them on some additional white cardstock so that I could sandwich that between the layers and then have this as a tip-in from the side. And I did decide not to cover the back. This is a perfect place for your writing. So if you put pattern paper on there, it wouldn't be as easy to read. And because now I have 5 sets of pages, I do have 5 of these created. I do have a couple of spares because there was 9 images on that printable, and I chose 1 for the cover. So this is going to leave me a couple of bits left over, and maybe I can make a card with the remaining paper that I have. And so I'm going to show you the first page. We're going to do that tip-in. So you see I have another beautiful pattern, and I have peeled the double-sided tape backing off, and I just want to position this where I want it to show. You see, I just wrap that around, and I'll press that into place. And then I would add some additional double-sided tape here along the edge, just to make sure that it is well secured. Once I have this portion of the backing taken off, I'm going to continue on with my 2 glue combo. And then bring this edge around here to myself so that I can get this on straight and adhere this, remembering to center it between those 1/4 inch portions. Let's get that adhered so you can see how that will open up and provide you some additional space for your either journaling or some more pictures if you want. And so I have all of these trimmed, and I'm going to combine the same pattern for each 2-page layout. You don't have to do this. If you want to mix and match and that makes sense to you, you would definitely want to do that, especially if you're working through your stash and you didn't have quite enough to get all the way across. So I would say do what you have with what you have, and if you want to have new paper, then you can combine these sheets. So here is the first set of pages that go together with their cute little tip-in with the gnome. And so I am going to continue on doing that same technique with all the same measurements until I get this accordion portion filled in. So I've got all of those paper layers added to the middle with all of those tip-ins, and this is getting quite heavy and quite chunky, so that is exactly what I want. And all of these are going to fold backwards as well. So we're going to have 5 sets of pages inside, and then also this section which goes together but isn't completely joined here. So I do want to go ahead and cover the back with some more of that pattern and the cardstock. I also think it is a good idea to cover the spine for these 1-inch sections, and of course that just adds layers of thickness and sturdiness. So I've got my paper here The cardstock is 5 7/8 by 7/8. The pattern paper is 5 3/4 by 3/4. And that way you're going to continue getting the border from, you're going to continue to get the border from the base as well as this pretty cardstock. And I just want to get that centered best I can here. And then I do want to add another layer of that for the inside. Okay, that is super thick and sturdy. Now let's go ahead and wrap a little trim here as I like to close these up. And I'll just pull off enough of this beautiful stitched satin in light navy, enough to give me a good sized bow. Then we'll get that sandwiched between the layers for the cover. And so I have taken the page and split it with a couple of patterns just because I had some offcut and that was a little bit more detail, makes it a little bit more interesting. So now that is going to secure that ribbon trim. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up the cover now. So I'll flip this so that it is flat on the surface. I have a doily that I like to add as other detail and layering. I've got a little bit of my double-sided tape on here. I can add some Tombow as well. I didn't take the time to punch out all those little picky bits because I knew that was going to be hidden underneath the flowers. And so previously I shared that Printable, the Patriotic Gnomes, and so I picked the one that I wanted to feature on the cover, and I did use that same pretty cardstock border. This time I really added quite a lot of foam tabs because I want to build up some dimension here, and I want that to be nice and sturdy. So I'll just place that on to the doily. You see it's going to cover up all those parts that didn't punch correctly. And then I did create a floral arrangement in. So sometimes I add more trim to this as a bow that would coordinate with the tie, but I didn't have as much room on this cover, and I want to make sure to see all the lovely details from that printable. So let's just add flowers, foliage, netting, and loopy twine bows. And this is really going to just anchor that corner. More of my favorite finishing details are a couple little charms here and a button, and I will add those with string and hot glue. Just going to fold this up now and tie that so that we can trim off the excess at an angle and keep that beautiful ribbon from fraying. And of course, my last but not least finishing detail will be some sequins. And I just want to add one here on the printable and then a couple down on the base to further accentuate those layers that we've added. And I will add those with my Tombow. That is the last one to finish off our book. So that's going to be our tutorial today. And I sure do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Remember, you can find links in the description for that beautiful trim as well as the printable that is from my shop. As always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye.